Welcome back to the Ultimate Decades Challenge. So we are here with Kenrick and Roslyn, and Kenrick is just explaining to Roslyn that he has been keeping an eye on the fall garden. Unfortunately, it has not started sprouting yet. He is very concerned because normally by this time of the year, the garden would be fully in bloom, and he has tried everything. He has been talking to the other farmers around the area, and it seems that everyone is having a really hard time with their crops this year. So he is wanting her to start preparing for the worst in the event that the garden does not come to harvest. And of course, Roslyn is feeling super concerned about this because they have so many mouths to feed, and the fall is normally their largest harvest, and when she puts everything away and stores up for winter, so she's feeling super nervous about not having enough food for the seasons to come. So her suggestion to Kenrick is that for right now that they'll just go ahead and cut down to one meal a day and see if they can stretch their harvest, and hopefully maybe they can do some foraging and some hunting to get by. So Roslyn and Kenrick have gathered the family together to explain to them what is going on with the garden, and that they are unfortunately going to have to be cutting down on meals, and so everyone is going to need to chip in to support each other so that way they can make it through this tough time. Of course, the family doesn't know yet that it's going to be an extended famine, so that right now they just know that the fall garden is not sprouting and that that is going to have a big impact on them. And so she's asking for the girls' support in that. Honora's excited because this means she might get to go hunting more with Dad and Papa Cedric. And so everyone is just supporting each other. So we do already have a spinach tart, and so we'll probably officially start the one meal a day. I'll probably let them have dinner for this day, and then starting tomorrow we'll fully implement the one meal a day rule. And for right now we have a very stinky Penelope, so let's go ahead and take care of that. So let's give Penelope a bath. And then while they do that, I want to talk a little bit about May and the storyline for her. So many of you are all on the same page that May seems a bit like a nature lover. So I actually want to have May come out and play with the goats and stuff. I think she is definitely going to have the, oh my gosh, no, Papa Cedric is dying. No, this is not how the famine is supposed to start. Is Grim here? Can we plead for him? Hold on. Roslyn, plead. Hurry. Please. Jasper is not gonna like this. Cedric Smith is truly gone after Roslyn's ardent appeal fell on deaf ears. Oh my god. I was not prepared for this. I knew it was getting close because I had been getting pop-ups about him. I decided to just let the game run the way. No, Papa Cedric! Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to write a letter to Jasper and tell him. Jasper is going to be so sad. I really wanted Papa Cedric to get a chance to visit him at night training first. Roslyn is going to write a letter to Jasper just to explain to him that Papa Cedric did pass away, that he got sick and wasn't doing too well shortly after he left for night training, and unfortunately they tried everything but they were unsuccessful, and he did unexpectedly pass away. So they're telling him if he could please urgently return home, then they are gonna have a memorial for Papa Cedric. So we're here, and Doyle has just received the letter from the Rosenthorns addressed to Jasper, and it said urgent. So he is getting Jasper woken up, and he is just going to hand the letter off to him. And so I'm actually going to have Jasper come over so he can sit and open and read the letter from his family. So he is going to read letter from family, and he is so upset about the news of his Papa Cedric, and so he is of course going to have to ask to take a short leave from his night training because he really needs to be with his family. So he is letting Sir Bishop know what happened and telling him the news, and is letting him know that he's going to have to leave. And so of course Sir Bishop is very supportive of this, and Jasper is not going to waste any time. So he's going to go ahead and come and get Tempest all saddled up and head out and make his way back home to be with his family. We are back in game with the Rosenthorns, and they have just finished the memorial for Papa Cedric. Rosalind did plant a begonia flower for him. It will bloom in the summer and fall, which was Papa Cedric's favorite season. So they have done that for him. And so they're all feeling very, very sad. It's a very rainy day, and so we still have the famine going on. So I think for today, what Rosalind is going to do is come inside, and she is going to prepare a fish head stew for everyone tonight. That was Papa Cedric's favorite meal, and so in honor of him, they are going to go ahead and have some fish head stew. Everyone is getting really hungry, so this will be their one meal for the day. And so she is going to work on that. And in the meantime, Jasper is here. Actually, let me show you really quickly a mod, because I just added Jasper to the household. So one of the mods that I'm actually going to use, because he was just trying to go eat one of the meals and I don't want them to have autonomy to do that. So I have a mod. It's autonomy toggle by 0, and so what you can do is permanently turn certain things off. And so I'm going to try out disallowing autonomous sleep and eat. Unfortunately, those are together, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So I'm going to test that out and see if that actually helps me not have to micromanage them, or if that actually makes it more difficult. So we will see, but I'm going to do that. And then for right now, Jasper is going to be staying with us just for a couple of days. I think he is going to come out and go fishing. He is feeling so sad that he was not here to be with his Papa Cedric during his final days. His sickness came on quite suddenly, and they did not have time to get word to him for him to come by. So he did not know that when he was saying goodbye to go to night training, that would be the last time that he would see his Papa Cedric. So he just wants to spend a little bit of time alone out here fishing and thinking about his Papa. And so let's see what everyone else is up to. Make sure no one is eating. Kenrick, of course, is very sad. So he's just going to come out and work on the animal shed. So I have not gotten rid of the animals yet. I will be sort of trickling that out throughout the storyline, because this is just sort of the start of the famine. At some point, the animals are all going to start getting very diseased, and they'll probably have to start selling them off, or things like that. And we were talking about May So I'm going to bring her back over here. I think she is attached to Kenrick's hip. So since he's coming out and work on the farm, I think May is just going to want to play around with the animals. That's what's going to make her feel a little bit better. So she is going to be our little animal and nature lover. And so we'll see how that starts to develop for her. But I think she's going to have a hard time when it comes to getting rid of all of the animals. I'm going to be probably pausing a lot more just to be able to like check in. I have to actually pay like closer attention to everyone's needs. So I want to see like where their hunger's at. Most of them are in the yellow. Looks like everyone, okay, May is a little bit in the red. So everyone is in the yellow. It is 3 p.m. So we should be safe right now to go ahead and let everyone have their one meal for the day. So I think these guys are just sharing some of their favorite memories of Papa Cedric and catching up with Jasper. He's been gone for several weeks now, and so they're just catching up on how things have been going with him there. He's seeing what all his little sisters have been up to. May has had a birthday since he was last here, so he is just checking in on all of that. But I think what I'll do is I've really got to think about some activities that these guys are going to do. I think we'll probably keep the tavern going just for like a couple of sim days, and then that business will sort of dwindle out. So in the meantime, it will be up to Rosalind to sort of keep an eye on the, let's see, she's super tired, so I'm going to have her come and actually take a nap. It's been a really long emotional day for them, so she is going to come and get a little bit of rest. So everyone is actually quite tired. So Rosalind and Kenrick are already down for a nap, and there's really not much else for them to do for this day. It's been a really long emotional day for everyone. So I'm just going to get them all down and finish out the day. They've all had their one meal, and then we'll pick back up when they wake up for a fresh new start tomorrow. So it is now the next day, and everyone is just getting some chores done. May and Kenrick are out checking in on the animals. They've noticed that they just haven't been eating their feed, and things just seem to be a little bit off with them. So they're just checking in to see if all of the animals are doing okay. And they're just going to go ahead and continue to keep a close eye on it and see over the next few days how things continue to progress. Nora and May just got the difficult dynamic, so these two are probably fighting, and Kenrick is just disciplining them, but just checking in on everyone's hunger. Everyone is very much in the red. I have not prepared anything for any of them. They are all very, very hungry. So unfortunately, some of the food has already gone bad in the cupboard, so she's gonna go ahead and get that cleaned out, and she's just looking through their current supplies to see what can they make for the time being. And so we can't make any pies or tarts or things like that. I think what we'll probably do is have Kenrick go out hunting. So we'll send him hunting and see if he gets anything with that, and hopefully they get lucky. I'm gonna try to like use that limited amount of time. Oh my god, the girls are fighting. Okay, so there's gonna be some sibling rivalry between Nora and May, so we'll have to see how that develops, but those two are fighting. Okay, Rosalind's gonna go back, so let me just speed through that, and then let's see what she can make. Let's see, pantry foods. We could do boiled, okay, we could do salted wild boar. So that may, I don't know how much that's going to feel our hunger. Oh my god, I'm getting so nervous. I don't really have like a strong strategy on this. Okay, so Rosalind is going to go ahead and salt up some wild boar that they have left over. She doesn't want that to spoil. So she's going to try to clear out the things that they have now that might not last as long through the season. So the girls, I think everyone's fighting and just in such a bad mood because everyone is so hungry. Yeah, go get your bath, Honora. What is Penelope doing? Oh my gosh, poor Penelope is so hungry. May, why don't you play with your baby sister while mom cooks? So keep your sister entertained. So the wild boar is ready. So we're gonna go ahead. Everyone is super hungry. It's 2:30 p.m. I'm trying to feed them so far like mid-afternoon. I'm getting really nervous if this is gonna get them like all the way through the rest of the night. I'm so scared that this is actually a meal that is not gonna fill them up very much because I haven't actually served the wild boar. So if this goes really badly, then I may like let them have like boiled eggs or something just for this one time, just as I sort of like figure out how this works and like how much it will feed them. So let's see, Rosalind's hunger, I think it's gonna fill their hunger bars, so that's really, really good. And then once Jasper is done, I'll have him go repair the hole that's leaking in the tub. Oh, and he's thinking about Maya as well. He wants to ask her out, so he's happy to be spending this time with his family, but when he gets back to night training, he definitely wants to spend some time with Maya. He hasn't gotten to see her yet since he moved out there. So let me check in on everyone's hunger. So Rosalind's was almost full. Jasper's is full. Honora's is pretty good. Adeline's is probably the lowest. May's is pretty good. And Penelope's is full. So that is good on that. And then let's see. Kenrick just came back from hunting. I feel like that's weird. I think his hunger actually went up from being like in the rabbit hole interaction, which is kind of strange. So I guess when they go in that rabbit hole, some of their needs are met, and I didn't mean to do that. But let's see, he came back with a squirrel, a chicken, and a pheasant. So that is a little bit of something we can make. And then I think, let's see, Penelope is going to need a bath when Jasper is finished up with the tub. All right, so Jasper is done, so I'm going to have Rosalind go ahead and give Penelope a bath. And let's see, Adeline just acquired the knitting skill. Oh my gosh, I love that. She's been doing a lot of cross-stitching, but now she is working on some knitting. Let's see, so in Kenrick's inventory, we still have several mead bottles, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get those stocked. So what I think I'm going to do for the Famine is we can go ahead and still open the tavern and sell any inventory that we currently still have, but I'm not going to have them produce anything new. So we won't continue to harvest from the honey. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that seems fair. Like they had all of this in reserves, like in the cellar or whatever. And so we can still continue to stay open, but then once this inventory runs out, then that's it. And we won't be able to make any more deliveries to the castle for the time being. And we'll just kind of see how things progress throughout the story. So let me see if these things are, they're not set for sale. So let me get these all set for sale. Okay, so those are all set for sale now. And so we'll probably, it's already late on a Saturday, so we will leave that for tomorrow. And then we need to go ahead and clean the sheep. One of the things that really drives me crazy is that the kids cannot clean the sheeps, but they can like clean the cows and stuff. That just, I don't know. Let me know if you have a way that like the kids can actually do some of the farm chores, but it's like really annoying that they can't do that. And let's see, how are we doing? Let's do a hunger check. Everyone's about halfway on their hunger. Jasper is just gonna do a little bit of archery to stay up on his skills. So far, we have made it through. We're at various levels of hunger. Some of the Sims, like Honora's, her hunger has stayed up, whereas Rosalind's is getting lower and Kenrick's is getting a lot lower. So I just have to keep an eye on everyone and make sure that they're, let's see, how long will the boar last? Okay, the boar has 18 hours left, so maybe we can get some more meals out of that tomorrow, but we will have to see. So I'm going to go ahead and get everyone down for the night, and then I will see you when they all wake up for a fresh new start tomorrow. All right, so it is now the next morning, and Adeline and Kenrick are the most hungry, but Kenrick is just doing a quick check-in on the cow to see how they're doing, and it does look like they are quite sick. So he is going to go ahead and probably sell the cow today to get rid of it, because the chickens are also not looking so good, as we can tell. And so he is worried that the farm might be infected with some sort of disease. So he is going to go ahead and we're going to trade for simoleons. We're going to say that we can say, because he's not going to trade for meat, because if the cow is sick. So we're just going to go ahead and sell the cow. And so that is the first animal. And he's trying to do it before May gets up, because he knows she will be so sad. And then I'm just going to pause and do a quick hunger check, because I am kind of getting used to this play style. I am not a needs-based simmer, I guess. And so having to like pay attention to their hunger and stuff, it's like a different style of gameplay for me. So it's a little bit chaotic at the moment while I try to figure out. I like to play more storyline based and like set them up on certain activities and things like that. So I've got to kind of figure out how to adapt my play style for the famine and keeping up with everyone's hunger. But Kenrick is very hungry, but we're going to try to let him go. Rosalind is actually, her hunger has been going down a lot slower. Jasper's getting quite hungry. Honora's getting pretty hungry. Adeline's is in the red, and May is in the yellow, and Penelope's in the yellow, but also getting hungry. So I think Rosalind is the only one that is a little bit in the green. So she's been doing okay. So we will just have to see how they go, because I'm going to try to let them go. It's only 9 a.m., so I'm going to try to let them go as long as they can. But for right now, I think I'm going to have Rosalind focus on opening up the store. So we're going to open, I don't think we're going to open the bar. We're just going to open the store. So, or maybe, yeah, we'll open the bar as well. And I'll have her come tend the bar. And I kind of want to get them all working on some skills. I think May will just play with the animals. She's still pretty young, so she's going to play with the animals while she can. Honora's actually going to do archery. I was going to have her go check the horse pen, but she can go ahead and do some archery. And then let's see, Adeline is still asleep, but we'll get her up for the day. And one of the things I've been wanting to have Adeline do is sell some of her cross-stitching on the marketplace table. So I'm going to get her down here. Adeline has officially started her first yard sale, selling some of her cross-stitching. So we'll see how that goes for her. So she is out here. There's a lot of people passing by, so we'll see who comes by. I do need to do a little bit of townie management, so there's likely to be some Sims that are not dressed appropriately. So I'm going to still figure out how to do that a little bit better, and then eventually make a video on it once I get it figured out. But let's check in and see how everything is going with the bar. Okay, so Rosalind is tending, so we should get some sales from that. Let's see, Adeline, you can do it. Why don't you give her a sales pitch? Your friendly introduction. Let her know that you made these all on your own. You've been learning how to sew since you were a little girl. It doesn't look like it's going too well for poor Adeline. Okay, so it's 12 p.m. and I am just doing a check-in. The salted wild boar has 2 servings left and 2 hours left till it's spoiled. Honestly, that will probably spoil and we'll have to cook something new, because I think I'm going to try to push them a little further. Everyone's getting like the hunger icon. I feel so bad for them. Okay, you guys just take care of your needs. How's Penelope doing? So Penelope is desperately in need of some attention, so I'm going to have Kenrick come and play with her. And then let me check in on Rosalind at the bar. So it looks like we haven't really sold but a couple of our mead, so that is good. Everyone is getting very uncomfortable. Whew, all right, so I am feeling all over the place with these guys. I've probably cut a lot out in editing just because I am not keeping up with what all of the different Sims are doing. All I'm doing is just like watching their hunger bars. I'm gonna admit this is not really a fun way for me to play, so we're gonna see how I do it, because I may kind of adjust the way that I do the meals and the hunger. We'll see. I want to follow the rules with this aspect of the challenge as much as possible, but I am just not really having fun at the moment because I need to figure out how to work their storylines and their activities in. But as of right now, I'm just feeling all over the place. But right now, I am going to go ahead and this wild boar is like literally about to spoil right now. So I'm going to have Roslyn, go ahead and clean that up. Let's see. Honora, can you clean this up for mom, please? And then I think the girls, I want to get May and Adeline in here. I want them helping with cooking. But before we're going to be able to cook anything, we need to make some butter. So I am going to get Roslyn going on that. The butter is done. So I'm going to have her just pick up all of these servings so we can get that in our inventory. Okay, and now that we have the butter, I think we should be able, we'll make a chicken pie. I know that for sure lasts a while. The only thing I'm not sure of is like how much that actually solves for their hunger. What are the girls doing? I'm gonna have them come and join the cooking with mom. So she's gonna start teaching them like how to make certain recipes, like when there is not a lot of food left in the cupboard, like different recipes that they can make to get by. So they're gonna cook with mom. Let's see, where is Penelope? I'm worried about Penelope. Penelope is the hungriest. I don't want her to get taken away because I think that can happen. I guess if Penelope got taken away, oh my gosh, that would be terrible. Okay, so chicken pie is ready. It is chaos. Let's go ahead and call everyone to the meal. This is gonna be their one meal of the day. But let's see how they do. They've made it through another day. Okay, so they've all had their one meal of the day, and I feel like this is going to start to compound after a while because their hunger gets really low and then they're not getting their hunger up very high. I haven't started trying things like eating like apples or stuff like that, or even, I haven't even tried water yet. I think they've maybe autonomously grabbed water a couple of times. But everyone is only up at most like 3/4 of their hunger bar. So this is gonna really compound because now they're gonna be a lot more hungry the next day. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode here because I really want to have a think through how I'm going to play this in the next couple of episodes because the way that I did it for today just felt very chaotic for me and not super enjoyable for the way that I like to play my game. So we'll see if you guys have any suggestions. Always feel free to drop those in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next one.